First, it was Sanjay Baru, former editor of a leading business daily, and now PC Parakh, a retired IAS. Things could not have been worse for poll-bound Congress as the two books authored by two known faces of UPA2 revealed some deep dark secrets. While Baru tried to prove Manmohan Singh was a mere cipher, Parakh spoke about Singh being reluctant about corrupt practices in the coal ministry even when the Prime Minister himself was holding the charge of the ministry. Journalist turned politician MJ Akbar, while criticizing Congress, said Parakh should have revealed the malpractices in the ministry even before his retirement. A valid question which has been draining the mind of millions of fellow countrymen. So why did both Baru and Parakh remain silent even as there were embarrassing moments for both of them? Akbar bypassed taking such straight questions, being a seasoned journalist himself, but he spoke his heart out with Ananias during this exclusive interaction. Akbar begins by saying that there is no reason to disbelieve PC Parakh and his lately scripted work in the form of a book when he says the Prime Minister was unable to stop his own cabinet ministers from preventing a move towards a more transparent system of bidding for coal blocks. Parakh revealed this in his Monday released memoir titled Crusader or Conspirator, Colgate and Other Truths. He takes dig at Congress and says the countrymen became aware of the nature of governance that is taking place.
Well, Mr. Parakh was Secretary, Government of India, and of his department. If anyone should know the truth, it's certainly him. And if he's saying so, there is no reason to disbelieve him. Perhaps there is a good reason why the country is shocked at these revelations. But at one level, these revelations actually confirm something that has been part of the subaltern discourse of New Delhi. Now we know precisely the nature of governance that took place.
The really disturbing fact of the revelations was not that the Prime Minister was working as a weak administrator. Instead, it was actually a sanction to high-level corruption, he observes. This coal scam has resulted in crippling the electricity production of the country, ultimately impacting the Indian economy. He also accuses the Congress government of getting coal mined by cronies instead of getting it done by professional companies.
What is really, really disturbing about the coal revelations is not the fact that the Prime Minister was weak or that he was under pressure to sign files, but that this was sanctioned for tremendous corruption. And this corruption, the coal corruption, has actually hurt the country and its economy in very significant ways. Because one of the greatest bottlenecks today that we have in economic development is the power bottleneck. Power is not available. Everything is there. Many power stations are ready, but there is no coal. Why is there no coal? Because the government, instead of using the opportunity to get coal mined by professional companies, instead hand it over to cronies. That was the problem.
He mentioned Parakh could have brought this out at the time when he was in government so that to protect the country from this large-scale suffering.
In fact, it leads me to the view that perhaps Mr. Parakh could have actually expressed this dissent and revealed this while he was in government. At that moment, we might have been, the country would have not suffered as much as it did.
Entering into thin comfort zone by a party does not help when it has no answer to any legitimate revelation. The senior journalist who recently joined BJP was talking to Ananias at his Delhi residence.
No, because he was not made Secretary of Government of India by the BJP. He was made Secretary by the Congress government. So when a party and the establishment, the Congress establishment, has no answers to legitimate revelations, it takes enters into the thin comfort zone of nuanced innuendos. I think it doesn't help.
Asking that why this sort of development did not occur prior to this, Akbar says there is no harm in uncovering such episode in order to save the country from huge loss. True face of a rotten government has now come before the people. Ironically, Akbar, who all these years has been critical about Narendra Modi and BJP for its alleged communal tendency, preferred to join the saffron outfit, and he claims he has done so as Congress has lost its honest image.
No, but what it really shows, after all, this is not the first generation of bureaucrats to have emerged and retired. Every year, every government has its own bureaucrats who leave and retire. why does this sort of thing, why has not this sort of thing happened before? Because there was nothing to reveal. It is only now that we are seeing the true face of a rotten government.
This report was brought to you by NNIS.